Hey, future visual merchandising masters. You ready to, turn those creative sparks you have into a real career?
I think so.
We're diving deep today
Yeah.
into interview prep, using RoleCatcher's awesome guides as our roadmap. So,
Really great guides.
yeah, think of it as visual merchandising boot camp,
Okay.
but way more fun.
Much more fun.
Yes, and way less sweat.
Yeah, and way less sweat.
All right, so we'll be looking at some common questions today
Yes.
and, revealing what those hiring managers are really looking for
That's right.
and giving you the strategies to craft answers that stand out.
Yes, because it's really about showing them that you're not just passionate about design,
Right.
but that you understand the business side of things as well.
Exactly.
It's a really great combination to
Yeah.
have both.
So these guides are really like having a backstage pass to the hiring manager's mind.
It really is.
Yeah. Okay, so let's kind of get a feel for the career path itself.
Okay.
Because before you wow them in the interview, it helps to know where you're even headed. So what do you think?
Well, RoleCatcher's career guide actually breaks down the different roles within visual merchandising.
Well,
From window displays to in-store layouts, even the super exciting world of digital displays.
oh, very cool.
Yeah, it also highlights some of the key skills that employers look for in this role, like that blend of creativity and strategic thinking that we've been talking about.
Right. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense, and that's going to help, I think, when we look at this first question,
Okay.
which always seems to pop up kind of early on
Yeah.
in interviews, and that is, what inspired you to pursue a career in visual merchandising?
Right.
So this seems simple,
It does seem simple.
but a lot of people stumble here.
Yeah, it's really your chance to tell your story, your
Okay.
unique story.
Okay.
And authenticity is key here.
I like that. Okay.
So think about, what was it that sparked your fascination with this field?
Yeah,
Was it a breathtaking store display, a love for design,
I could see that happening for
Yeah.
sure.
or even, maybe a childhood spent rearranging your bedroom furniture,
Yeah,
constantly?
right. I was always doing that.
Yeah, so think about that aha moment.
Okay.
What made you think, this is it, this is what I want to do?
This is what I want to do. Yeah.
But don't just stop there.
Okay.
Connect those passions to tangible experiences.
Right.
So mention relevant coursework, retail jobs, or even personal projects
Right.
that show you've actively explored this world.
Yeah, so you've actually gone out and done something.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I like that now RoleCatcher's AI can be really helpful here
It really can be.
because it analyzes job descriptions
Right.
to pinpoint the specific skills that employers are looking for.
Absolutely.
So then you can tailor your answer
Oh, yeah.
to highlight those skills.
Exactly.
So give me an example.
So, for example, if the job listing emphasizes customer experience,
Yeah.
you're going to talk about how a specific display you created
Okay.
impacted shopper behavior.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look at another question. And this one's also super crucial.
Right.
How do you stay up to date with the latest trends and techniques in visual merchandising?
That's a good one.
So this is really where you show that you're a lifelong learner
Yes.
and that you're on top of what's hot
Right.
in the industry.
Exactly.
What do you think?
Well, I think it's really important to mention specific resources that you follow.
Okay.
So you might mention industry publications
Right.
like VMSD, magazine, influential blogs,
Okay.
or even designers that you admire on social media.
Oh, cool.
It's really about showing them that you're plugged into the pulse of the industry
Oh, yeah.
of visual merchandising.
I like that.
Yeah.
So being in the know.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And so don't be afraid to mention specific trends you're excited about.
Yeah.
So maybe it's, the rise of sustainable design practices or the innovative ways retailers are using technology to create interactive displays.
Those are great examples. And I
Yeah.
think it's really all about showing them that you're not just following trends, but that you're thinking critically about how these trends are going to shape the future of the field.
Right. Like you're a trendsetter, not a follower.
Exactly.
Okay. And RoleCatcher can help here too.
It can. RoleCatcher can actually suggest relevant resources tailored to your interests
Oh, wow.
and career goals.
Okay, cool. All right. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of design with this question.
Okay.
Describe your design process for creating a visual display. So this is where you take them behind the scenes of
Yeah.
your creative mind.
It is.
Yeah.
So you want to start by outlining your research process.
Okay.
How do you approach understanding the brand, its target audience, and current trends?
Okay.
Do you create mood boards, sketches, or even digital mock-ups to visualize your concepts?
Okay. And you want to make sure you mention the practical considerations as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So budget,
Yeah,
space constraints,
Yeah.
and the available inventory.
right.
Because the hiring managers really want to see
They do.
that you can balance that artistic vision
Yeah.
with the real-world limitations.
Right. They also want to see your organizational skills.
Oh, good point.
So you're going to want to walk them through your process for prioritizing tasks, managing your time, and ensuring that every detail of the display comes together flawlessly.
Right, because they want to see that you're not just a creative whirlwind,
That's right.
but someone who can like bring a project in on time
Yes.
and on budget.
Staying on budget, exactly.
All right, so I bet they probably ask a follow-up question
Oh, they probably will.
for this one, right?
Yes. A potential follow-up question here might be, can you walk me through a specific display you created
Okay.
and the challenges that you faced?
Oh,
So you're going to want to have a compelling example
okay.
ready to share that really showcases your problem-solving abilities.
I like it. Okay, so let's talk about measuring success.
Okay.
Because interviewers often ask, how do you measure the effectiveness of a visual display?
Right.
So this is where you demonstrate your analytical skills
Yes.
and prove that your designs have like a real impact.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you think about this one?
Well, I think it's really important to go beyond just the aesthetics here
Okay.
and connect your work to tangible results.
Heck.
Mention metrics,
Okay.
like sales data, foot traffic increases customer dwell time, or even social media engagement.
Oh, those are really good.
Yeah.
So did your display drive conversions, boost brand awareness, or create a buzz online?
Exactly. And quantify your success
Okay.
whenever possible.
Okay.
So, for example, instead of just saying sales increased,
Right.
you might say sales for the featured product increased by 15% after the display was installed.
Oh, I like that a lot more.
Yes, much more specific.
Yeah, a lot more specific. Okay.
And be prepared to discuss how you gather and analyze data to track the performance of your displays.
Okay.
This shows that you're data-driven
Right.
and focused on results.
Makes sense.
And you can actually use RoleCatcher's AI
Well, yeah.
to practice articulating these points
Okay.
clearly and concisely.
Right. Now, things don't always go according to plan, right?
Yep. Never, never. So be ready for this kind of curveball question.
Okay.
Can you give an example of a time when you had to improvise or adapt to unexpected circumstances when creating a visual display?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
So this is really where you show your resilience and problem-solving skills.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Well, I think you want to think of a specific instance where things went awry.
Okay.
Maybe a shipment was delayed, a key prop broke, or the weather threw a wrench in your outdoor installation.
Oh, yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Okay.
So how did you adapt to those situations?
Right.
What did you do?
What did you do?
So walk them through the situation,
Okay.
your thought process,
Right.
and the steps you took to overcome that obstacle.
Yeah, like did you have to delegate tasks, rearrange elements, or like scrap the plan?
Then scrap a plan and start fresh.
Start over.
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
And so you don't want to just focus on the problem,
Right?
but you want to showcase your solution
Yes.
and the positive outcome.
Yes. Did you save the day? Did you save the day? Yeah.
Right.
All right. So speaking of impactful displays,
Yeah.
let's address a topic that's incredibly important
It is.
in today's world.
Right.
And that is, how do you ensure that your visual displays are inclusive and representative of diverse audiences?
That's a good one.
This question goes beyond aesthetics.
You really did.
It's really about demonstrating your commitment to creating a welcoming and inclusive environment
Yes.
for everyone
For everyone, exactly.
who walks through those doors.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what do you think about this one?
Well, think about the imagery and messaging you use.
Okay.
Do they reflect the diversity of your target audience?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Right. Do you feature a range of models and products that represent various ages, ethnicities, body types, gender identities, and abilities?
Right, and it goes beyond representation as well.
It does.
Right, like, have you considered the needs of customers with disabilities?
Yes.
Are your displays accessible to people who use wheelchairs, who
Absolutely.
have visual impairments,
Right.
or have other accessibility needs?
Exactly.
So it's really about making everyone feel seen and valued,
Yes.
regardless of their background or abilities.
Absolutely. And if you're unsure about best practices,
Right.
RoleCatcher actually has resources on inclusive design
Oh, cool.
to help you create truly welcoming spaces.
Awesome. Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit to a question that's all about balancing those big creative dreams
Okay.
with the realities of the retail world.
Right.
So this question is, how do you balance creativity with practical considerations,
Yes.
such as budget and space limitation.
Right.
It's the age-old struggle.
Right? It really is.
Like, we all have these grand ideas,
Yes.
but we also have to be realistic.
Yeah, we all have these grand ideas that would require unlimited resources.
Exactly.
But as visual merchandisers, we need to be masters of making the most of what we have.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
We'll show them that you can think strategically and prioritize effectively. Walk them through your process for evaluating the feasibility of your designs.
Okay.
Do you start with a detailed budget breakdown?
Right.
Do you carefully consider the available square footage and traffic flow?
Makes sense.
Okay.
And so have you developed a knack for finding creative workarounds
Yes.
and making the most of those limited resources?
That's what it's all about.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your chance then to really highlight your problem-solving skills.
Yes.
And your ability to create stunning displays that are both impactful
Yes.
and cost-effective.
Right. Impactful and cost-effective. You got it.
All right, one more question before we wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Okay.
And it's a big one.
All right.
How do you inspire and lead a team to execute your visual displays effectively?
Oh, good one.
So even if you're not applying for a management position,
Right.
this question is a chance to showcase that collaborative spirit
Absolutely.
that you have.
That you have.
So what do you think about this one?
Well, I think you want to think back to projects where you worked closely with others.
Okay.
How did you communicate your vision effectively?
Right.
Did you clearly delegate tasks, provide constructive feedback,
Okay.
and create a supportive and motivating environment?
Yeah.
Were you able to resolve conflicts and keep everyone focused on the shared goal?
Right. Because leadership isn't just about like giving orders.
Yeah.
It's about inspiring your team,
Yes.
fostering a positive and collaborative work environment,
Nice.
and empowering everyone to like contribute their best ideas.
Absolutely. And RoleCatcher's career guide has some excellent tips
Oh, cool.
on leadership styles and building a strong team dynamic. So be sure to check that out.
Oh, awesome. I'll have to check that out as well.
You should.
All right, so we're going to dive deeper
Yes.
into how RoleCatcher's AI
Yes.
can help you like refine your answers
Yes.
and practice for specific scenarios
Absolutely.
in part 2 of our deep dive.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited about that one. Welcome back, everybody. We are in the thick of interview prep now,
We are.
and you're probably starting to feel that confidence build.
Yeah.
We've covered some heavy hitter questions, but there's more to unpack.
Yeah. There's a lot more.
Remember, every interview is a chance to tell your story,
Absolutely.
to show them why you're the visual merchandiser they've been searching for.
Exactly. And one of the most effective ways to do that is by showcasing your understanding of the specific company and role.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So before you even walk into that interview,
Yes.
research is key.
Research is so important.
So it's like prepping for a performance. You wouldn't go on stage without knowing your lines,
Oh,
right?
exactly.
Okay, so check out the company's website, their social media, and even visit their physical stores if you can.
Yeah, if you have a chance to walk through their space and get a feel for it, that's
Well,
always a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. And then once you kind of get a feel for their brand aesthetic, their target audience, and just their overall vibe, then you can tailor your answers to demonstrate how your skills and your experience align with their specific needs.
Exactly.
That's really good. Okay, so that brings us to a question that often throws people off.
Right.
How do you collaborate with other departments or stakeholders
Yes.
to create a cohesive brand experience?
Yes.
So it's about showing them that you're a team player
It is.
and that you understand that visual merchandising is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right, because visual merchandising doesn't exist in a vacuum.
Right.
You're going to be working with marketing, sales buyers, even store operations
Right.
to create this unified brand experience.
So it's like everybody working together.
Exactly.
Okay, so reflect on past experiences where you've had to collaborate with others.
Right.
How did you communicate effectively?
Right.
Did you actively listen to different perspectives? Were you able to navigate conflicting priorities or opinions?
Right, and be prepared to share specific examples
Okay.
of how you successfully worked with diverse teams to bring a shared vision to life.
I like that a lot. Okay, so let's jump back into the world of real-world scenarios with this question that always seems to pop up.
All right.
Can you give an example of a time when you had to improvise or adapt to unexpected circumstances when creating a visual display?
Yeah, we all know that things rarely go exactly as planned,
Never.
especially in the world of visual merchandising.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, this is where you show them you can handle the pressure, think on your feet, and come up with creative solutions when the going gets tough.
Love that. Okay.
So think back to a time when a project took an unexpected turn.
Yeah.
Maybe a key prop broke, a shipment was delayed, or the weather threw a wrench in your outdoor installation.
Oh, yeah, that would be bad.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
So walk them through the situation,
Okay.
your thought process, and the steps you took to overcome that obstacle.
Right. So did you have to delegate tasks, rearrange elements, or even just scrap the plan and start over?
Exactly. And remember, it's not just about highlighting the problem, but showcasing your resourcefulness
Right.
and resilience.
Yeah. So did your quick thinking save the day?
Exactly. Did you manage to exceed expectations despite the challenges?
I like that. Okay, let's circle back to a topic we touched on earlier, and that's inclusivity.
Okay.
It's more important than ever for brands to create a welcoming and representative environment for all customers.
Yes, it is.
So be ready for the question. How do you ensure that your visual displays are inclusive and representative of diverse audiences?
Right. And this isn't just about checking boxes.
Okay, good.
It's about demonstrating a genuine understanding of diversity and a commitment to creating displays that resonate with a wide range of people.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
So think about the imagery and the messaging you use. Do they reflect the diversity of your target audience?
Oh, that's a good point.
Right? Do you
Yeah.
feature a variety of models, products, and styles that represent different ages, ethnicities, body types, gender identities, and abilities?
Okay, and it goes beyond representation as well.
It does have you consider the needs of customers with disabilities. Are your displays accessible to people who use wheelchairs, have visual impairments, or other accessibility needs?
Right.
This is your opportunity to showcase your empathy and understanding of the importance of creating a truly inclusive shopping experience.
I like that a lot. It's about making everyone feel seen, valued, and welcome.
Absolutely. And remember, you're not expected to be an expert on every aspect of inclusivity.
Right.
It's a continuous learning process. So if you're unsure about best practices, be honest about it and express your willingness to learn and grow.
That's really good advice. Okay, now let's shift gears to a question that's all about balancing those big creative dreams
Okay.
with the realities of the retail world.
All right.
How do you balance creativity with practical considerations like budget and space limitations?
It's the age-old struggle, right?
It is.
We all have those grand ideas that would require unlimited resources, but as visual merchandisers, we need to be masters of making the most of what we have.
I love that. Okay, so show them you can think strategically
Right.
and prioritize effectively.
Exactly. Walk them through your process for evaluating the feasibility of your designs.
Okay.
Do you start with a detailed budget breakdown? Do you carefully consider the available square footage and traffic flow?
Those are really good points.
Yeah.
Okay, and have you developed a knack for finding creative workarounds
Right.
and making the most of those limited resources?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, so this is your chance to highlight those problem-solving skills and your ability to create stunning displays that are both impactful and cost-effective.
Exactly.
Okay, speaking of impact, let's wrap up this section with a question that gets to the heart of leadership.
All right.
How do you inspire and lead a team to execute your visual displays effectively?
That's a good one.
So even if you're not applying for a management position, this question is a chance to showcase your collaborative spirit. So think back to projects where you worked closely with others. How did you communicate your vision effectively? Did you clearly delegate tasks, provide constructive feedback, and create a supportive and motivating environment? Were you able to resolve conflicts and keep everyone focused on the shared goal?
That's really important.
Yeah.
And remember, leadership isn't just about giving orders.
Right?
It's about inspiring your team, fostering a positive and collaborative work environment, and empowering everyone to contribute their best ideas.
That's good. And so this is where practicing with RoleCatcher's AI can be especially helpful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can run through different leadership scenarios and get feedback on your communication style, delegation techniques, and conflict resolution skills.
It's like having a personal leadership coach right in your pocket,
I like that.
guiding you to becoming a more effective and inspiring team leader.
We'll be back with part 3, where we delve even deeper into how RoleCatcher can be your secret weapon for acing that interview. Welcome back, visual storytellers. We've covered so much ground, prepping you for those tricky interview questions.
Right, and really giving you a peek behind the curtain of what hiring managers are really looking for.
Right, and by now you're probably feeling a lot more confident
Yes.
about showcasing your skills, your passions,
Absolutely.
and that strategic mind of yours.
Yes.
But before you head off to conquer the visual merchandising world, We want to arm you with one more secret weapon
Okay.
from RoleCatcher.
All right.
It's their AI-powered resume builder, and it can make all the difference
I think so too.
in getting your foot in the door.
It really can.
Yeah. So remember how we talked about tailoring your interview answers to each specific company in a role?
Yes,
Well, the same principle applies to your resume.
it does.
It needs to speak directly to the hiring manager's needs and the keywords they're looking for.
Absolutely. Think of it this way. Your resume is your visual merchandising portfolio.
Oh.
But for your skills and experience,
Okay.
it needs to be eye-catching, well-organized, and highlight all the amazing things that you bring to the table.
I like that. And that's where RoleCatcher's AI comes in.
It does. It can analyze job descriptions, identify those essential keywords, and suggest ways to optimize your resume for maximum impact.
Oh, wow.
It's like having a personal resume stylist
I love that.
who knows exactly how to make your experience shine.
Oh, that's so cool.
It is.
Okay, so it's especially important these days with the rise of applicant tracking systems, or ATS.
Yeah.
These systems are designed to scan resumes
Right.
and filter out candidates who don't meet specific criteria.
Exactly. So if your resume isn't formatted correctly or doesn't include the right keywords,
Right.
you might not even make it past the first round of screening.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so RoleCatcher's AI resume builder can help you create a resume that not only looks great,
Okay.
but also gets noticed by those all-important ATS systems.
Right.
It's all about increasing your chances of landing that interview in the first place.
I like that a lot. Okay, so once you've got that killer resume,
Yeah.
you can use RoleCatcher's Career Compass feature to explore related roles and map out your career path.
Absolutely. It's like a GPS for your career journey.
Ah.
It can help you discover new possibilities, identify transferable skills, and plot a course toward your ultimate visual merchandising goals.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, so what does this all mean?
Well, it means that with the right preparation, the right mindset, and the right tools, you're well on your way to landing that dream job in visual merchandising.
I love that. Okay, so remember, you are a visual storyteller.
Yes, you are.
You have the power to transform spaces, captivate audiences, and drive results. Go out there and showcase your passion, your creativity, and your strategic thinking.
As you embark on this exciting journey, I want you to think about a recent visual display that truly captivated you. What made it stand out? What emotions did it evoke? How can you bring that same level of impact and innovation to your own work?
Go create something amazing. We can't wait to see what you do.